As we inch closer and closer to the release of Dead Island 2, there is more information than ever before being released right in front of our eyes. And what I noticed is that there is some vital information and news out there related to this game spread all across the internet, and it's not exactly in one central spot. So today, I'm going to tell you 50 plus different things that we know about Dead Island 2. Let's begin. Dead Island 2 is not your typical open world game. It's actually not being classified as one. The world is divided into several smaller districts that will get unlocked as players progress through the story. Players, however, will be able to revisit these areas and partake in side quests. The game will heavily reward players for exploring, whether it's through environmental storytelling, audio logs, Easter eggs, or other lore as well. Each district has its own zombie population. The way the zombies dress will reflect that particular area. For example, at Muscle Beach, you will be introduced to big steroid crusher type of zombies here. It is entirely set in Los Angeles, California. The developers are striving to create their own version of LA, which they like to call Hell-A. Night of the Living Dead was actually a huge inspiration for this game too. The developers have stated that Dead Island 2 is a homage and love letter to Hollywood B movies and happy ridiculous old movies too. Venice Beach is the game's biggest and most open area that is half a kilometer long. The game is a continuation of the original Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide. It's all in the same timeline. It actually takes place roughly 6 years after the initial virus outbreak. Characters from the original Dead Island will also be returning. So far, we have Sam B confirmed. The game will function as a linear story progression. There will be no branching story. You also have 6 characters that you can play in Dead Island 2, and each character has their own personality, own voice, and dialogue in every single scene. Amy, an Asian American athlete who has a blade on one leg, is one of the characters. Jacob is another one too as well, and he was the one that was showcased in this CGI trailer. The other 4 are currently unknown at this time. All 6 of the characters are immune to the zombie virus, and you are actually tasked with trying to uncover the truth, figure out who you are, and more importantly, how to save the world. There is a Fury mode that exists that allows your characters the ability to unleash powerful zombie attacks onto your foes. The characters will also have a skill tree structure, so you can use the skill cards to prioritize certain builds, give your characters certain abilities, and much more. Certain skill cards will only be able to equip on certain characters. And there are also 2 character-specific skill cards that you will get once you start up the game. You can unlock these skill cards by finding them throughout the world and unlocking them through side quests. And speaking of side quests, you can actually start certain ones by, of course, talking to individuals and survivors, but an interesting one is reading notes that you may find throughout the city of people seeking assistance. But back to skill cards. So some skill cards include dodging, parrying, changes to your overall physical strength. The developers want you to use the card system as a way to build your character's customization and choose how you want to play. Some other skill cards include a ground pound and dash strike, and you'll be able to change your cards on the fly. You can change them at any times as you please. You can jump in the air with one build and land with another. That's how much the customization is going to go in depth with this. The stamina system is also indeed in the game. It is apparently very generous and doesn't work against the player. The game will be focusing strictly on infected, not human enemies. There will not be any human factions in Dead Island 2. There will be guns. The game will be focused on melee weapons. You'll be able to throw those melee weapons. When it comes to the infected, there are different types, different classes. For example, there's a firefighter zombie that's resistant to fire, so players will have to adjust their skill card builds and weapon loadouts accordingly to go and face some of these foes. There will be plenty of infected boss battles that will keep you on your toes. One of the bosses is a mutated clown who, instead of having hands, has remnants of spider legs to attack you. There are also no escort missions. There's also a crafting system that has a lot of items and materials to collect to craft and modify your weapons. Speaking of weapons, you'll also have a weapon wheel. It has 8 slots. Dead Island 2 is striving to be one of the goriest games to ever exist, and in order to achieve this, they built something known as the flesh system, completely in-house from the organs up to ensure that every zombie that you hit is satisfying and, most importantly, leads to a lot of blood splatter. They made sure every organ, nail, hair follicle had some sort of reaction when you go and try to slash a zombie, when you try to bash them, there will be something reacting according to make it look great. And despite being passed around many developers, it ultimately ended up at Dambuster Studios, which developed the game completely from scratch. When it comes to level and world design, it was crafted in a way with the intention to put the player into a fight as often as possible. It'll also feature Amazon Alexa voice control, meaning that you could speak to the zombies using natural and intuitive voice commands. Some of the voice commands will allow you to interact with NPCs, swap out weapons, and also gloat some zombies. The game will cost $69.99 on all platforms. What the It will be releasing exclusively on the Epic Game Store for PC. There will also be a collector's edition of this game as well. The interesting part is that you get 6 Slayer tarot cards, which we can actually make the name out of 5 of them. The Emperor, the Tower, Strength, the Hermit, and Wheel of Fortune. Could this be an indication of what is to come in the game? Possibly. Of course, the game will be releasing on last-gen consoles. It will offer up 3-player co-op, not 4-player co-op, make sure you don't get it confused. It'll be 3 players this time. The game will release on February 3rd, 2023. And lastly, number 50, I'll be covering this game on my channel here, so if you do want to go and see more Dead Island 2 content from me, go ahead and click on these videos right here, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.